Good afternoon everyone. Welcome. I have another really good recipe for you today, and if you notice I have potatoes here, and I'm gonna make my famous potatoes, mashed potatoes, and they're so good, they're so creamy. But this is my version, I do it my way. I love mashed potatoes, and this is a great recipe because you can do it like the day before, keep it in the fridge, and the day of your dinner, you can just take it out, put it in the oven for 15-20 minutes, and they're ready for you. So we've been locked up in the house, so we haven't socialized that much with our friends. So tonight we have a couple friends coming over, and we're just gonna have nice dinner. So I want to get these potatoes done, have them ready when they get here. I just keep them in the oven and they'll be nice and warm. So I bought 2.5 to 3 pounds of potatoes, and I quartered these, cut them into fourth, and chunk them for like maybe 1-inch chunks each. And I put it in this flat pan, so when it's time to mash them, you will see what they look like, because it's easier to see in here than in a big pot. You can double the recipe on these and make more if you want, or make less, whatever you want, but I'm gonna give you the basic ingredients, and you can just do whatever you want, the amount you want. So this is for, the recipe for this is for like 2.5 to 3 pounds of potatoes. And that's gonna fit probably a family of 6 if they're really hungry, or if they're not hungry, maybe 8. So I'm gonna chop them, quarter them, and chunk for 1-inch cubes. And I'm gonna put it on the stove for 30 minutes. I'm gonna cook them for 30 minutes. I'm gonna let them boil on high. Then I'm gonna turn them down to low, cover them, and cook them for like 30 minutes and see how they are. So I'm going to get this done. There you go, all in the pan. And this is the last one. So the only thing you need now is a little bit of salt. I'm gonna put two teaspoons of salt in here, because potatoes always like salt. And I have my water here, so I'm gonna cover them with water. And this is cold water. You wanna start with cold water, because you don't want the potatoes, if your water is hot, the potatoes are gonna get shot and they're not gonna cook evenly. So this way, the cold water is gonna boil together and it's gonna cook them evenly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the stove on high. I'm gonna let it boil. I'm gonna cover and simmer for 30 minutes, and I will come back and show you what I'm gonna do with them. It's amazing how good these potatoes are. So I cooked my potatoes, boiled my potatoes for 30 minutes, drain them, and now that's when the fun begins. We're gonna put all kinds of good stuff in here. We're gonna put butter. This is about 4 ounces of butter, and cream cheese. Cream cheese is what makes them really, really creamy and tasty. So I'm gonna mush them, and we're also gonna put milk in here to make them nice and creamy. So I'm just mush with this. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll do it this way so you can see. And I like them a little chunky. I like them creamy and a little chunky. They don't have to be, too smooth. That's when you know they're homemade. That's when you know your mashed potatoes are so good and delicious and homemade, when there's little chunks in there. Okay, I have 1 cup of milk, but I don't think I'm gonna need it all. So I'm gonna put half. That's half right there. There you go, half a cup of milk. And I'm gonna, and you can also do this in a in a mixer, if you want it in a KitchenAid mixer. If you're not familiar with how to do this, just put them in the mixer and it'll do all the work for you. So there they are, nice and creamy, nice and a little chunky, not too much. There you go. So now I'm gonna taste and see if they need salt, pepper. Let's see. A little bit of salt. Another maybe half a teaspoon. But half a teaspoon of black pepper. I like the black pepper. A lot of people like the white pepper, but black pepper tastes better to me. So there they are, our mashed potatoes, nice and creamy. So that's done. Didn't take long, easy, delicious, but the cream cheese is what makes them nice and creamy, and the taste of the cream cheese is so good with the mashed potatoes. So have a cute little dish right here. I'm just gonna put some in here for tonight's dinner. I'm gonna serve this with a chicken recipe. I think I'm gonna do my chicken piccata. So that's easy. I can do it easy early and have it ready and just keep it warm when my friends come over. So there is the mashed potatoes. Look at this, how good they look. Okay. I'm going to top this with some chives. Some chives here. So I'm just gonna put little chives on top for a little garnish. You can put more butter on top if you want, but I think it's got plenty of butter in here. So this is it. This is the mashed potatoes with cream cheese and butter. So I hope you make this. It's easy, it's delicious, and it goes really good with chicken, beef, pork, whatever, and it's easy. Make it ahead of the time and put it in the fridge, warm it up the next day in the mic or the oven, and you have a nice dinner. So hope you enjoy the recipe, and I will talk to you soon, and have a good day, and I'll leave you with lots of love and enjoy. Bye-bye.